Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am really excited to be able to connect with you guys in your energy today. I did a little pre meditation before I started the reading today, and I actually attempted this earlier and at like really early this morning. And yeah, um, it didn't work so much as the kids woke up, everybody woke up. So, anyway, I also have been trying these eyelashes, and there was like eyelash hanging down off my face. So I was just like, it was really bad. Anyway, I know, Taurus, that you would appreciate me not doing that. You'd be staring at my eyeball all day. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump right into your reading because, like I said, I did do a little pre-meditation earlier. So what I've sensed since the new moon, I know that you guys are working really, really hard, and that your energy felt a little blocked to me, a little stuck. Maybe some of you have gotten to the point where things are starting to loosen up and get moving. I think when Jupiter came in around the 15th, 16th of May, I think that started to loosen things up for you guys. But I feel that feeling of, when you're trying to do something and you just come to a complete standstill and you're kind of like, what is going on? Everything I try, it's not working. I tried this, I tried that. Um, and nothing was really a hash note for you. You felt like you were sort of like fighting to get things done. And I know you have this vision of what you want to do, and I can see it. I could see you planning, and you're just like, this is what I want. Here's my little golden egg, and you're taking the steps toward it. But you, bam, you've been hit with some stuff that stopped you dead in your tracks, and um, you're gonna get through it. Don't worry, keep that vision in your mind. You just maybe have to take a little bit of a step back. I also sense that you guys were getting lost in the details a little bit, and to take a step back and maybe kind of look at the bigger picture. Um, and yeah, and we'll get into it, but also to feel a little bit of more, bring a little bit more joy, or a little bit, get a break, get a break from the hard work that you guys are putting in. And I know that sounds counterproductive to you guys, but because you want to get it done, but you do have to take a step back and let yourself recharge a little bit, and you'll be doing an activity that totally, hopefully, takes your mind off of your tasks, away from your desk, away from your plan, away from the to-do list that you're trying to accomplish. And in that restful moment, it will feel meditative, and you might just have an epiphany that feels like, oh, that's what I've been missing, or oh, that's what I need to do, or everything will start falling to alignment. Um, Sometimes when we're holding on to an idea, we're holding on to it not just physically with what we're doing, but emotionally and mentally, and therefore energetically. So we have a hold on that idea, and it's hard for it to kind of come to fruition when we're holding on so tight, if that makes sense. I hope that does. So, I kind of just jumped right in there. So I think I'm gonna go through a little bit of cards, but I did have a really good pre meditation with you guys. So I'm definitely feeling your energy. You guys are connecting with me, and connecting with spirit. So thank you, spirit. Yeah, they're reminding me because this is exactly what I had earlier. They wanted me to talk about that change that's coming in quickly. It feels like you have to make some really quick decisions, or I'm feeling that you've had something that's impacted your plans in the physical manifested plane. It's impacted your home, your job, your day to day. Like you're feeling this on a day to day impact, and you're also under a deadline. So you're trying to meet a deadline, and you're starting to feel a little bit of anxiety. And they want me to talk about this because I feel things in my body. So I'm feeling it in my chest. I can feel it feels like there's an elephant sitting on my chest, and I know that Now, this happened earlier when I did my pre-meditation with you guys. Taurus, you are feeling the anxiety and you're feeling the stress and you're feeling the pressure and you're feeling it right here in your heart. And I'm feeling it because of you, because I'm connected with your energy. And I want you to do me a favor. Stop right now and take a deep breath. It doesn't matter when you see this video, just take a deep breath. Time's not linear, and I can feel some of you doing that because I'm actually feeling the release from this. So yeah, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I feel for you. You're having a lot of changes happen quickly, a lot of transitions, making last second decisions. Um, everything is going to come through for you. So let's see. So this is that's what's coming in for you right now. Spirit, what can what can they what can Taurus focus on right now? Okay. Okay. So Spirit wants you to realize that okay, there are opportunities. It's going to feel like a little bit like where things are coming in so fast and you're having to think. The thing that came up in your premeditation as well was community. Also, skill development had come up. I felt that you're either taking a course. I see someone writing. I seen someone online. I seen some of you. It felt almost like a promotion or an upskill that's happening for you. Um, and there's a sense of urgency about it. I'm not sure. Um, but like I said earlier, let go of that a little bit and get some space. You do have really good energy that's going to be coming in toward you. It's going to come, I believe, through your sense of community and through your community, friends, from you reaching out, from people reaching out to you. This could be coworkers, this could be a club or group or something that you're joining online of other like-minded people, but you're going to have a sense of support that's coming through to you. Some of you are already reaching out and have already done that, and some of you that is on that's just moved to the top of your list because you're trying to do everything yourself. And I just got a little bump in my belly there. I'm not sure what that was. Um, Stressing you out, making you sick to your stomach, I think. Making you stress. You feel like knots in your stomach. Um, they want you to get, Spirit is asking you to reach out to people, to also make sure that you're making time to relax your body and your mind and your spirit, whether you have to um, do go for a walk outside or call up a friend or um, connect with other people or something that you can get lost in that's not related to your trouble right now, that's not related, like you need to get your it I would say it's not necessarily just about your mind. Your whole body is invested in this because I feel like it's coming from your whole full energy and you're feeling exhausted. So step away, step back just a little bit, enough time for you to get a breather and kind of reset and refocus. But when you do that, you are going to have a lot of inspiration and ideas, epiphanies that are going to come through to you, and that's going to make things clear. So they want you to kind of hold on to that right now, and hold on to that energy and that space, create space for it, and then kind of sit with that. Thank you, Spirit, for that card. And yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing. There's a lot of passion and thank you, Spirit. Those cards are just jumping out. They want you to, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of passion toward what you're doing, but spirits is saying that, we want to make sure that that's not stressing you out, that it's not putting you in situations that you feel that you, or letting your mind tell you um, that you don't have any other options or you don't have any other way. I can see it kind of, you feel like you're having like sort of a negative cycle going on in your mind that were, and in your energy. Like I said, this is really in the body. It's really in your full energy that you're feeling defeated. Like you're really, really feeling like your energy is being depleted. Um, Oftentimes when it's like that for us, certainly we can be in those situations, and it's hard to see the light sometimes. And what we're being guided to do in these circumstances is to let go of the need to control things or see things play out a specific way. And oftentimes that opens up new pathways in our brain and in our mind and in our hearts to be able to see other options and other opportunities, and to look at things from a different perspective. Because if we don't, then we can kind of stay in that victim energy. And not that none of us have ever been victimized. Cards are just jumping out here. Not that none of us are ever been victimized, but we don't have any power in that. So if we can try to take a breather and see if we can find other opportunities, because they're saying that they are going to have some insights that are going to come to you. So I do see a sense of completion that you'll be having over this next period, where you feel that you've put in a lot of hard work. This was a lot of backbreaking burden and responsibility that you've had suddenly. I feel like this was very suddenly put on you. You've had to be agile. You've had to think fast. You've had to really think on your toes. But there is a sign of completion, and that you were able to carry the burden and to be able to work through it, and with support of your family and your community. And that's right, they're reminding me. Um, Balance. So what I'm feeling a lot when I'm working with your energy today, Taurus, is that there's a sense of balance that needs to happen between the masculine and feminine energies within you. We all have masculine and feminine energies, the yin and the yang, within us, and it's always a balancing act. They never stay exactly. We're always sort of balancing those energies, and when they are balanced, that's when we're at our most healthy and fullest living potential, and most able to enjoy life in a really healthy way and experience everything that we need to. So, but right now it feels that I'm sensing from some of you that it's very heavily masculine energy oriented, meaning you're trying to like affect a lot of changes. You're trying to put a lot of energy out there and have things done. You're feeling like you've suddenly, I mean, I think you're a kind of, you like to be in charge, or whatnot a little bit, but that's okay. But this is sudden. This feels like you pushed into something. I feel really pushed into something really quick where you gotta make these decisions, and you're feeling off balance because you're not having any time. And it's, I feel it's almost like a fight or flight where you're not feeling relaxed, that you can tap into some of that feminine energy where you're sort of nurturing yourself, or open to receiving help or nurturing, or even to make time for self-care for yourself, because you feel like you're so on the grind, you're so on the go, you're so go get it and get at it, and which is a great quality. But there definitely needs to be a little bit more of a flow and balance with that energy. So we know all the self care things, but this balance is not just about taking a bath or lighting some candles. It's also about checking in with ourselves, and I always suggest journaling. You know, I'm a big fan. It's no joke. I'm dead serious. It's something that we all need to do more. And even just, you don't have to sit there with a pen and paper, but trust me, it helps. But you need some time to sit somewhere in silence and quiet and just have a mental break. You need a mental tap out. You're going through a lot right now with a lot. Some of these are external, outside of your control, things that have come at you pretty quickly. Um, and some of them appear, and for some of us, it appears that we're put under this circumstance and we're really feeling the pressure. But is that an untruth of ours? Is that an illusion? Is it a pressure that we're really putting on ourselves? Or is it something that we can actually have a little bit more control over than we're really seeing right now from our perspective? So a little of time out meditation might help with that. So thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. You guys they're very, I feel very, like I said, connected to your energy, and I feel very supported right now, even though, because I'm picking up your energy. So I definitely feel like I'm going through it. You're going through it. You're going through the most right now. Um, but I feel that there is support around you. And if you haven't reached out, you can go for it. Yeah, they're reminding me to talk about your trade, your upskill. So you can be perfectionist. I can appreciate that. Um, so some of the best advice I've received is uh, that it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be done. But also, I'm definitely feeling that there's, you're diligent with your work and you have a lot of high standards, and I understand that, and I respect that wholly and completely. You love honing your skill. You love being masterful at what you do, and that is really wonderful, and wonderful for the people that you support, um, and who support you, because you are that you like to be that skilled person. So that's wonderful. And I do see you perfecting your skills. Try not to be too perfectionist when you're going through this, or being too hard on yourself. But I do see that you are definitely, either, if you're not already, you're looking at it, or that's something that you're working on right now, is developing those things. And I'm also feeling like it's a bit of, yeah, because I got this in the other one, that it felt like a bit of, because where we were standing still, I'm just going back to my pre-meditation, where it felt like you were treading, that you came to a full stop, okay? Because I could see you in a full stop, because you felt like I said earlier that you were sort of trudging along, trying to get some traction, and you weren't really getting any traction, and you're just going to stopped. So I do feel that little bit of redundancy in what you're doing, that you're, it's almost like that treading water feeling. Spirit, do we have a card for a little bit of guidance in regard to that for Taurus? All of these cards just want to jump out. That's funny. A lot to say today. Spirit, is there a little bit of clarification for that card? Okay, there it is. Yeah. Yep. They're just reminding us here again, taking us back to your vision. You have um, you do have a vision. So it's just asking us. So it's Spirit sort of repeating here, but um, that's feeling a little bit redundant, because maybe you're just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and being on the grind about this, but you need to actually kind of take a moment and step back and look at it, and take a look at the big picture, because remember, again, we can get lost in the details sometimes. So let's see what's really working for Taurus right now. Oops. Got a lot working for you. Okay, Spirit, what is working for Taurus right now? What's working for Taurus right now? Okay. Yeah, so what's working for you right now is that you are there's an end to a little bit of a mental, sorry, message there. There is an end to that is coming to or has come to an end, a mental something that's been really hard on your really hard and strong on your mind. It's been sort of sorry. Yeah, you're having sort of, it feels like a painful, sort of a painful ending, but it's an ending that was necessary. And um, this is telling me that it's going to feel good to be able to move forward from this, although this was something that was painful. And it seems that that may be something, and the cards are jumping out, that may have been stuck in your way. Whatever the end of this, I feel that it's a relationship or a situation that you were sort of tied into in a relationship, and it to be able to get away with that, get away from that, it was just so hard on your mind, and having, I can feel that again in that tightness in my chest and having that effect on your personal health, and it was feeling that you were, that was part of a block for you. So I can see you guys releasing that. So say a little blessing for that when you're releasing over the new moon tonight, because releasing that energy and releasing that heart block. I feel like it was a heart block for you. Um, that experience, that I feel like someone was really hard on your head. Someone's really being difficult on the nerves. Got your nerves rubbed raw. But uh letting that go is going to feel like a whole, like you feel like a new person out of this, because you feel like you're stepping into your abundance, you're stepping into being the nurturing, loving, wonderful person that you are, and that you're feeling a little bit more free and feeling more empowered to be that person, to be able to sit and stand in your power, and to be able to move past that experience. So this felt really, really freeing for you. And there's another message. Okay. Yeah, they are reminding me, and we did talk about this earlier again in the pre-meditation, that there is a feeling of like a lack of resources. You've gone through some loss, some great loss for some of you, and it's a feeling of sort of a hopelessness. You worked so hard, and really feeling like, I can't believe that this is happening right now. Um, they want you to let go of that feeling, because they're again pointing to the fact that um, there are options for you. There is help, there is community, there is support, there is your family. And it's going to be about your perspective with this one. It's going to feel it's going to feel like a failure. It's going to feel, I think that's where some of the stuck energy might be for some of you as well. It may feel like a missed opportunity, that you've missed out on something, or that you had been aligning or planning something. But they're suggesting that the message that and the energy that I'm feeling from spirit is, this is not the end, obviously, for you. And that you're an incredibly strong and resourceful and skilled person with a lot of wonderful energy and a lot of passion, and that you have everything that you need to be able to continue to move forward, on this path. You may have to step back for a minute. You may have to take a breath. You may have to have a time out for yourself. But that's okay. Everybody needs to do that. And this is a great time where we're doing this reading for the full moon. It's a great time to go inward and reflect. And I know that you guys are feeling that because I'm feeling that through you right now. You're feeling it with the full moon coming tonight. You're feeling that need to kind of just sit, have some quiet time, go for a quiet drive, find a quiet corner in your home, or find somewhere that you can be, that you can just kind of let your mind relax and don't have all the thoughts going through your head. They'll run through your head, and just let them be and acknowledge them until they stop, and that you can actually just have some restful moment in your mind, because that's what I'm feeling for you guys right now. So I'm going to ask for a final message. Thank you, Spirit. Final message for Taurus. Yes. So they're sending healing energy toward you. And they're talking about that divine feminine energy healing you. It's going to allow you, when you can balance that out, again, they're bringing it back to the balance. When you draw in that healing, like they have it as mother healing energy, when you draw in that healing energy toward you from the divine feminine, it's going to not only, because where you guys are at a feeling an imbalance right now, and you're feeling that masculine energy pretty dominantly, it's going to allow you to heal. And any way that speaks to you, whatever that means. For some people, for some of us, it means tapping into things that we enjoy doing that are a little bit more relaxed, or if you want to I don't know, do whatever you want to do. Like, sometimes if I'm feeling like that, I might get dressed up, or I might do something nurturing, like make myself a really nice meal, or take a bath, or do something like that. It's all about that nurturing energy. So whatever nurturing energy is for you, do that. It's different for everyone. They want you to be careful of your thoughts. Again, you're always manifesting. You're always expressing energy outward into the universe, and like attracts like. And they want you to be careful with your thoughts right now. It's easy for us to get lost and focus on all the things that are going wrong and what's hurting us and what's making us mad. And it's important, yes, absolutely, to acknowledge those, but we acknowledge and observe, be the observer, and try to also recognize where that's coming from. If you watch my last video on journaling, I think that will help you. Also, if we're mindful of our thoughts, that we're thinking about the things that we want, or we need, or we want to call to us, or that we want to happen. And it's good to do that, like, in actionable steps. Every time I say things like that, people are like, "I want $1 million." And I'm like, go for it. I mean, if it works, right? But yeah, so they're definitely coming through with that. So watch your thoughts. And the last one, there is support. So they have a new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So I don't always say romance, but I love that. I love the sort of like the DNA kind of swirl here around this dolphin. It's absolutely beautiful. And onward and upward, like, I just see that your energy is going to ascend with this connection, this relationship. This could be romantic, maybe it's actually a friendship or partnership, but there are people that are trying to reach out to you and connect with you, and there is opportunity for you to ascend with these people and to lift each other up. So I feel it as a mutual thing. So I think overall you guys have a really beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm feeling for you with your energy right now. I love your passion. I love how determined you guys are. I know that I know that sometimes some things are feel a little bit more difficult, but I believe that you guys have everything that you need to be able to work through what you're going through right now, and you are clearly supported. And they're reiterating these messages. So I hope that you are able to take something away from this. I hope that this resonates with you. Like I say in the message, if you do like this reading, please let me know. It allows me to feel that connecting with people and that it makes a difference. So I really appreciate that. And also, if you take a look at your birth chart, if you know your if this is your sun sign, great. Also check out your rising sign, or they also call it an ascending sign. Check out my reading for that, and also your Venus sign, which is uh, love and relationships and all kinds of wonderful stuff. So check out those, and then you'll be able to get like a full picture of what's really happening for you. So I hope you have some things to take away and think about over the full moon. And thank you again for joining me here for this reading, Taurus. I really appreciate you and your energy. You are wonderful, beautiful souls. And take care. Have a great night.